Hello and welcome back to my channel. This time I am going to attempt to start myself a little chicken farm. And of all the time I've played Farming Simulator, I've never really messed with the animals at all. Probably if you've already done it, you're not going to learn much from me. This is just meant to be me showing how I'm doing it. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I bet you I'm going to figure it out as I go. So, here we are. Step one, head on up here into the shopping area. Chicken coop is right there. We're going to start with a small one. I was hunting around a little bit earlier, and I think I had kind of decided I would just put it more or less in this area. Let's see here. It's only cost me a little bit more over the 20,000 that it costs anyhow. If I sneak it down into this corner, it's a mostly unused area anyways. Trying to think here. I might figure out how I'm doing here. Rotate camera. I may spin it. You know what, this will be just fine. We're going to go ahead and buy it. And there we are. And I now finally have some place to mess with some animals. So I'm guessing if I go into the menu, it's basically going to tell me what my chickens need in order to take care of them. I think all animals need some water and some sort of food. I don't know if they require me to throw some straw in here or not for the bedding for the chickens. Let's go ahead and take a look in the menu and see what it says. So go on up in here to animal. You have no pens or animals yet. Well, maybe because I haven't bought any chickens yet? That's interesting. I do have a pen. I just don't have animals. Alright. Well, let's take a look at where I buy the animals at. I'm guessing down at the animal dealer. Alright, well, let's head on down there and see what the animal dealer has to say, huh? Open animal dialogue. Alright, I would like to buy some chickens. I could do white, I could do black, I could do brown, and I could do roosters. Well, let's keep it simple. Let's just go to chickens. I don't really know how many I want to buy yet. I think I can buy up to 100. That's 10. Or no, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 chickens. 8, 9, 10. Let's do 20, 30. I don't know. They're cheap, right? So there's 20. Let's do 50 chickens, so $2,500 in chickens. Alright, confirm. Shut that racket off here a second while now I have an animal pen. Okay. Reproduction rate none. Next animal never. Eggs 0. Productivity 0. Chickens require a clean feeding area. Feed them any of the following food types for best results. Provide the most effective food. Wheat and barley is the most effective. Pen conditions, cleanliness 0%. I wonder if I need to dump some straw in there perhaps. Alright, do I have any wheat or barley hanging out in my silo? I have a little bit of barley, so how about I give them some barley? Let's head back to the farm and take care of that. Look at all those chickens. Holy smokes, huh? Let's see. Well, unload barley. Here we go. Didn't take too much. Turn that off. Alright, what else we got going on here? Open animal dialogue. Alright. Oh, I could have bought them from there. Alright, well. Selling them back gets you only half as much money. So you gotta sell 2 chickens for every one you bought. Yeah. Let's hop in here and see what's going on. Hello, chicken. Alright. What is going on over here? You guys all stay in there. If I had to guess, this spot is either going to be for straw or water. Pigs and cows, sheep and chickens. They eat wheat, they make eggs. Alright, well, perhaps some water. Oh, it actually says cleanliness is now 100%. The food is there. Productivity is only 20%. Maybe it's just slowly climbing. I guess we'll let them be for now. I do have wheat growing, so I'm going to be having a whole bunch of wheat and straw. But I'm several hours away from that panning out. So let's just, I guess, hurry up and wait. Through the magic of time teleportation, video editing, you guys won't have to sit here and wait with me. It's currently 18:03 on the clock. We'll see you guys in a little while. Alright, I did probably what I should have done in the first place, which was, watch another little tutorial video about how this chicken coop thing is supposed to work. It's actually, must be one of the simpler pens. I know in the previous farming simulator games, you'd buy chickens and they would just make eggs, and that was just about it, and you'd go collect them and go drive to a place and sell your eggs. In this one, there's a slight difference, so you do have to actually feed your chickens wheat or barley. You saw me feed them the barley. The cleanliness, which right now I'm still 100% clean, is over time. Apparently, as the chickens come over here and eat, they're going to make a mess and push a bunch of the food into this area. All you need to do is take a bucket loader from a front loader or whatever, what your choice vehicle is with a loader on it, clean it up, scoop it up, and dump it right back in. That's all it takes for cleanliness. This is simply a spot to be able to buy chickens, go right to the animal dialogue spot here for buying and selling more animals. And over here is where the eggs will just start to appear on pallets or boxes or what have you. So you can see now they've ate a little bit of the food. Their productivity is at 99%. Why it's not 100, I don't know. Reproduction rate is every 5 hours. Next animal is in 3.5 hours, and currently 0 liters of eggs. A strange way to count eggs, but no eggs. So I guess we'll just kind of hang back and wait and see how long does it take me to start getting some eggs over here. In the meantime, I am getting my second round of fertilizer on my fairly large field of wheat here. I have been growing lots of soybeans as I've been deciding to get into taking care of animals. I know I'm going to need some straw, so I was going to have to grow some wheat, barley, or oats. I ended up choosing wheat because it looks like the sell price is at least currently a little bit better on wheat, and I'm going to be able to get a buttload of straw from this. I haven't yet decided if I'm going to bale it all up or buy a loading wagon and just gather a big pile of it somewhere. I'm wondering if my worker here is going to struggle now that my chicken farm is underway. Let's see what he does. He says probably something stupid like, "I'm blocked by an object, I don't know what to do." Yeah. Alright, well, you're fired. Something as simple as a chicken coop is going to throw you off your game. So be it. You'll just have to drive around and get you restarted. I know it cost me running to run this worker, but I can focus on some other things while he's running. At least get this started. Get him past this spot here. And we'll send him on his way. And that ought to do it. So for those of you who watched my previous video, I have combined fields 17 through 20. I will be adding field 9 to that, I think, in the near future, once money allows. I have recently purchased field 25 and been turning that into a grass field. Been baling up the grass and turning them into silage with a bale wrapper. It works out very nice because the barn is right next door. The goal for me there is I'll take fields 25, 26, and 27, have them all just basically be grass, and that way I have a nice area to collect silage that if I want to sell the bales right to the barn, I can. I may later create a silage silo so that I can start collecting it in that way as well. Now, I think it's worth noting that while we're waiting on some chickens, we're waiting on the fertilizer to get done, and some growing of my wheat and grass to grow and all this fun stuff, you may have noticed that I've got a couple piles here. One pile is a pile of wood chips that I've set down there because it takes so long to drive the wood chips up to the top, and the sell price for them has been, I think, quite low, so I'm just hanging on to them. This is a pile of lime. It's been a point of frustration for me that a field this large takes several trips with my lime spreader to get this field done with lime. It's a little bit annoying to keep on driving back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I've been trying to figure out some different ways to handle that. My latest solution is I go fill a tipper trailer with lime, dump it on the ground, and use a pickup conveyor and a trailer transfer conveyor to just drive the trailer right underneath of it, and I'm able to fill it right up fairly quickly wherever I decide to dump this pile of lime at. It saves me some trips with pulling the lime trailer around, and I can prepare ahead of time, having as much as I need. Well, I'm waiting for the chickens and for my fertilizer to finish. I think I'm just going to go ahead and head down to the lime supply area. Grab myself another trailer load of lime, just to save myself the trouble when it comes time to needing it. I think once my wheat harvest is finished on the large field area I'm working on, that I will be due for another batch of lime. And I'm going to be a little excited to not have to drive my lime trailer all the way down here every time, or go down to my area, or to the store I mean, and buy like a million containers of lime and slowly fill them up. I can just park my trailer underneath my conveyors and just let her top it right off. What I think will be even better once money becomes, less of a problem is to maybe get an auger wagon and see if I can just drive a trailer, the auger wagon, right out to it and fill it up right on the spot. Given that the lime trailers themselves aren't all that expensive, I'd also toyed with the idea of just getting a couple of them, and the limes, the spreaders I'm talking about. Get a couple of those. You can look at them. Let's see, they're where are they here? Not a manure spreader. It's a fertilizer technology. So you get one of these that spreads lime. Not that, but this is 39 grand. Just a little bit more money, and you can for $750 more, you got it up to 14,000 liter capacity. So this less than $40,000, I could just have a second trailer as well. It's not a terrible option. And just swap trailers. It still means you'd be driving your trailer over here every time, but trying to figure out a nice clean way to avoid taking so much effort in just keeping your lime spreaders filled. A big field takes a lot of lime. I think for that field setup I've got going now, it takes 3 or 4, maybe even 5 trailers of that 14,000 liters to finish it. So there's one trailer that I've dropped in the ground already and filled the lime trailer from that with it. This will be the second trailer load I'm dropping on the ground. Might even consider getting a third one, but we'll see. Maybe I'll let the second one slide for the moment, and it'll become apparent, I think, when I'm working on keeping the lime filled, if I'm going to need another trailer load. And if it looks like I'm going to need it, I can bring a tipper down while the lime is being spread, and won't have to take a pause in my lime spreading. Alright, we are here. Let's see. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and do grain door tip. Yeah, unload here. There. This big pile of lime. I can see my first little bit of stuff by the chicken feed area hanging out. That's going to need to be cleaned up. So over time, I'm guessing that gets worse and worse and worse. And just needs a brief shoveling. Helper H completed task. I bet you that's my fertilizer guy. Let's go see how they're doing. Kinda looks like this guy quit midstream here, so let's see what's going on here. Kinda looks like it's hard to tell in the dark here, but that this whole area is maybe not covered. Maybe I can tell on the map here what's going on. Yeah, very edge. May not be covered. Well, and we'll just manually finish this up. Alright, there we are. That is done. I think we'll go ahead and work on blasting through the night here. Now I have found, at least when the growth mode is on fast, that each stage of growth takes about 6 in-game hours. So it's about 24 hours to go from sown to ready to harvest. I have not yet bothered to check how long it takes when you're on normal or slow, because I've been too eager to raise money. Let's go ahead and shut this guy down and get the harvester ready, because that'll be the next thing that we have to have ready up there. Camp him out right there. How's it going, chickens? Starting to make a bit more of a mess, I see. Give me any eggs over here yet? No, I see one crate of eggs. So I should be able to pick that up and put it into the back of a truck or whatever. Let's take a look at my animal dialogue and see if it gives me more details. So I have 4 or 5 liters of eggs now. And I do have 51 chickens now. My cleanliness has dropped down to 87%. I've noticed menus don't update with time passing in menu. You have to kind of jump out and back in. So, you know, 9 liters. Oh, no, nope. Make a liar out of me. That one's updating. 11 liters. So we are officially producing. Productivity has dropped to 98%. I'm guessing that has something to do with my cleanliness. Let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. Now I know this tractor's a little overkill for this job, but I've got the extra wheels on for when I was doing some sowing with a large sower and plowing and so on. Let's go clean this mess up. We'll dump it right back in. 95 liters of barley. There we go. Now, if I go back in, cleanliness is back to 100. The eggs are slowly rising up. Chickens are rising up. So the chickens do reproduce. I wasn't sure if they were going to reproduce or just not, but it does say reproduction rate, so there we are. Now as I've got 2 more chickens, my reproduction rate has dropped down from 5 hours to 4 hours and 45 minutes. I haven't quite worked out how to figure out how quickly they're producing eggs. I guess other than just timing it and watching it. The good news is the food seems to be lasting quite a while. Now, 54 liters. What does 54 liters of eggs look like in bales? Or in boxes, I should say. Still just 1 box. Well, alright. Now, that being said, I think eggs sell for quite a bit of money. So it's $5,000 for 1,000 liters. So it'd be 500 for 100. So we're down to about 250 bucks. So getting your investment back from chickens seems like it's going to be a while. But, you know, you get all the fun and joy out of life of having chickens. I'm hungry. Alright. No animal cruelty in the game. Oh, you know what? Let's slow this timer down. I'm getting all excited about my chickens, and it's already morning. Crops are busy growing. Let's clean this back up. For the most part, it seems like the chickens don't require a whole lot of babysitting. Apparently I need to learn how to use a bucket. Scoop that up. There we are. And that's really all it seems like there is to take care of chickens. So, hope you enjoyed watching.